A society grows great when old people plant trees whose shade they never sit under. They plant trees for the next generation to use. Good people doing good things for each other. That's it. For the sake of doing good. That is why I tell you people, God is the answer. Because Jesus said that the law is love. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. And a man came and asked, who then is my neighbor? And Jesus gave a parable of a good Samaritan. That the people that were somehow related to the man that was beaten up. There was a man that was traveling and he was attacked and he was injured and he was beaten up and he was robbed and he was lying by the street. 3 people passed by that were from the same country with that man, but they did not help him. But it was one guy that was belonging to another country that came and assisted the man. And that is the way society has developed this much. Many of the machines and the applications of technology we have developed, it is from theories and understandings that scientists long dead got. The making of the rockets was done by calculations made by Isaac Newton. When Isaac Newton was making it, do you think he knew that there would be rockets one day? No, he just did it. And people look at the world today, wickedness everywhere, and they say that it's a proof that God does not exist. The wickedness in the world proves that God exists, but human beings are just rebellious. Because if everybody were to follow the will of God and the way God wanted them to live, this world would be a very peaceful place. This world would be a very loving place. People will help each other. People will take care of each other. There will not be pain or suffering. The earth, this world, the land you are standing on, is enough to provide for human need, not human greed. People are dying of hunger every day. It's not God's fault. Because there are many men like you and me that have a responsibility to do something about it. You can't feed everybody, but you can at least do something. You can help someone. It is hypocrisy to look at the speck in your neighbor's eye, but not remove the log from your own eye. It is hypocrisy. And that is what many of you are doing. You say that if God exists, why is there so much wickedness in the world? Does it not prove that God is wicked? If God were to snap his finger and remove all the evil from this world, do you really think me and you will exist? Have you not lied before? Have you not cheated before? You have done all these things before. Many of you have committed horrendous crimes that I will not even mention here. But yet you are still alive. Why? Because God is giving you time to repent. If God can be patient with you and give you time to repent, then why can't he be patient with that other person too? Why is it good when God spares you, but it is wicked when God spares another person? That's to tell you that deep down, we human beings are actually wicked people. We are unfair, selfish people. David, a man that had multiple wives and multiple women at his beck and call, killed the man and took his wife. When he did that, the prophet Nathan came to him. God had told Nathan what David did. So the prophet Nathan came to David. David had committed that sin that time, done that wicked thing and taken that man's wife. So when the prophet Nathan came and told him what he did, the wicked thing that he did, the prophet Nathan came, he didn't tell him the wicked thing that he did first. What he came and he told him was that there was a man in Israel that had thousands of sheep, and then people came to the man's house and wanted to eat in his house, but the man did not touch any of his thousands of sheep. No, he went and he stole the sheep of a poor man, and that sheep he took from that poor man was the only sheep that man had. When David heard that, he heard the story of how that rich man with thousands of sheep came and took the sheep that belongs to a poor man that had only one. David stood up and said, where is that rich man? That rich man ought to be killed. He ought to be destroyed. Where is he so that we can judge him? And then Nathan looked at him and said, you are that rich man that God gave all the women you wanted, all the money you wanted, but yet you still went and killed the man and took his one and only wife. God did not kill David for doing that. He still spared his life. But David, after committing that same sin, would have killed somebody else for doing the same thing. To tell you how unfair and wicked man is. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Follow God. Repent and believe in the gospel. And cherish God's laws. Remember, it is only God that can help you to do the things He wants you to do. So it is having a relationship with God that will help you to turn from sin and live the life that He wants you to live. So, without further ado, let me repeat that statement again. A society grows great when old people plant trees whose shades they never sit under.